a single 46-year-old woman. She's found herself in an unhappy situation. She's got a lot to say.
I want a relationship, you know, that's what I want. I had all the adventures, I have all the stories to tell. Now I just want somebody that I can count on.
All I just heard is that she had all the partying. She was out there finding herself for a really long time. She's 46. How appetizing to a man to know that you got all the nasty out of your system, and now here he is. You want someone reliable and dependable now that you did all that, and he gets to have that consistent image of you doing all the nasty with everybody before because you just told him. How desirable. Why is the brain dead so thick? I'll tell you why. Because all of these women absorb all of this modern feminism for so long, and women lie to them. They tell them that guys are somehow going to receive that information well, and that guy is just like, bye. See you later. You had all the stories? I don't want to know. I don't want to have to go to the STD clinic either on my way out of here, honey.
This is my Starbucks drink today. I don't know if you guys have tried this. Pretty solid.
And when you finally reach the age where you're basically allowed to do whatever you want to do, you'll find you're too tired to do it.
Too tired to work, too poor to quit, too old for a sugar daddy, too out of shape to strip. Fine, I'm going back to work.
Hi guys, I'm having a mental breakdown, so I'm gonna try and make myself laugh.
It's really, really wet out there. Heavy rain. But I'm too tired to freaking change.
Morning. Did you guys get a good night of sleep? Cause I didn't. Like, I am so low energy at the moment. I want to go to bed. I wish that I had the guts to call out of work, but that goes against everything in my body. Now that I think about it, I've been working here for a year, and I think I've only ever called out once. And that's because I was in the hospital. So I think that's like a valid excuse, you know? I should have called out. I am not making any money today. I have now been here for almost 3 hours. I have taken 6 deliveries. 2 of them have not tipped me, and I've only made $16 in 3 hours. Okay, scratch that. I have now taken 7 deliveries, had 3 of them not tip me, and only made $16 in almost 4 hours.
I love how the older generation just shoved college down our throats and said, like, basically that was the only way to be successful, and that in high school they had everybody sign up for ACC classes because the school got money for the amount of students that ended up graduating and going to college, because again, shoved down our throats. And now they're like, well, that was your choice. That wasn't, 18-year-old you should have known to not listen to me. You should have known that, we were going to turn the economy into an unaffordable hellhole. You should have known that. You should have prepared for that. So, and yeah, it's not the government's fault. It might be the school's fault because they did raise their tuition by like 3,000% to take advantage of the government giving you money. So, it might be on them, but there's not much we can do about that. So, good luck.
I pay too many bills to be paying attention to shit that don't pay my bills. Period.
I would go into debt to buy. These are all the products that if I couldn't afford it at that time, I would go into debt to buy them because I cannot do my makeup without them. This video is not an original idea. This is inspired by Blake Healy. I will tag her down below. I saw her do this and I was like, I have to do that because I have so many products that I know for a fact either I've repurchased already or I know that I could not do my makeup without. So if I couldn't afford it, I guess I just have to get a credit card.
Somebody just offered me $1,000 for pictures of my feet. And I was like, do you want wallets or like an 8x10, black and white? What do you need?
Damn, Earl, why you FaceTiming me with no clothes on?
Hot girl summer is over. Sugar daddy season.
I'm not coming over there because last time I came over there, you took that Viagra pill and had me tied up for 8 hours. You gonna have to cash out me first.
I'm extremely confused. You're confused? I'm fucking confused, bro.
I take all my bills seriously, but the one bill that's not serious to me is a phone bill. Why am I going to pay you to use my phone? At this point, y'all have made me dependent on the phone. I need a phone to get around. I need a phone to make my little videos. I just need a phone. So my mom has been paying my bills since I was 13 years old, a little tight. I'm not now going to assume the responsibility of paying my phone bill. That's too grown for me. And I don't care. You could be like, oh my God, you almost 30. She going to pay your phone bill? Absolutely. Did you just hear me say that? I'm not paying that phone bill. I will get married and transfer the phone bill into my husband's name before I pay that bill. It's just not going to get paid. I will get a beeper on my hip before I pay that phone bill. Y'all will have to boop, 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 beep me on my hip. Paying a phone bill in my eyes is like getting a mortgage. Like, you just too grown for me. Like, chill out, relax. Like, you taking life too seriously, bro.
Well. She just admitted to having a phone since she was a teen. And let's be real, she was probably texting little Pookie and Ray Ray to sneak into her bedroom while Mum was at work. Fast forward, and now you've got a grown woman, pushing 30. Still acting like she's stuck in high school. If she can't even handle a $50 phone bill, what else is she ducking? I mean, I'd take that over car insurance or a mortgage any day of the week. Her whole rant boils down to the classic modern woman playbook complaining about working to pay bills. Spoiler alert, no one likes paying bills. But here's the kicker, she and these other modern women treat relationships like an ATM. So of course she's on the lookout for a guy making 6 figures or more. And you know what? It's fine if she doesn't want to pay bills, but let's not pretend there's no cost to being with a man who'll cover them. Want to date a man who pays? Then be an actual wife. Men should start putting up job postings for dates: must cook, clean, be fit, friendly, have a body count of 2 or less, and no social media. Meanwhile, these busted brisket lists out her dating requirements like she's a supermodel or something, expecting men to jump at the chance to carry her dead weight, no pun intended. And people still wonder why men are quitting the dating game in the West. Talking to a wall would be more productive than dealing with these delusional 304s. As the late Kevin Samuels used to say, you can't make this stuff up, and here we are, living in a world where the absurdity is front and center, plain as day.
I'm sure I'm not the only person in the world who completely forgot about student loans. I just checked and I owe like a lot of money, and apparently I'm like late on my payments. What are you guys doing? Are you guys like paying your student loans back? Because like I'm a 26-year-old baby girl. I'm a teenage girl. How am I supposed to pay back student loans when I don't even have a job? No, like, I'm actually, like, really overwhelmed. Does anybody have any tips? No, yeah, I'm really overwhelmed.
No, she's not the only one ignoring her student loans. Most women in the West are banking on suckering a man into marriage, only to divorce him once those debts are paid off. We call that the 304 retirement plan. Debt is a massive red flag, fellas. I don't care how hot she is or how good she is in the bedroom. If she's got debt, do not marry her. You'll end up downgrading your life just to pay it off. Do you really want to work extra hours or give up your day off just to cover the interest on her worthless degree? Or worse, pay off a credit card bill for clothes she only wears once every 6 months? Men have sold their own homes to pay off their wives' debts, only to end up in some tiny apartment with a roommate. And this chick in the video? Notice how she suddenly refers to herself as a baby girl, L. A 26-year-old baby girl, mind you, when she's playing the victim card. She even doubles down and calls herself a teenage girl like she's stuck in some time warp. But I bet she's doing plenty of adult things. Living out her sex and the city fantasy. That's probably why she's drowning in credit card debt too, trying to live the high life in New York City, one of the most expensive places in the country. But here's the kicker, she's not that good looking, and that's why she's having such a hard time. She can't use her looks to sucker some guy into paying off her loans, so now her life is on regular mode. Sure, she's still a woman in the West. So she gets some extra privileges just for that. But remember, she's the same Gen Zer who made headlines for getting rejected by a bunch of minimum wage jobs. Even after personally handing them her resume, I'll give her credit for pounding the pavement and humbling herself enough to apply for those jobs. But the reality is, no matter how many degrees she's got, it's a tough world out there when you've got nothing to offer but debt and delusion.
Bold I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resin.
I wasn't gonna make a video, but this was like the second one that came across my feed. It's the perfect opportunity to talk about like business and entrepreneurship and stuff. What this girl is doing is how it always used to be. You would take a stack of resumes and you would pound the pavement and you would pass them out. And then a couple days later, maybe a week later, you would call back and be like, hey, I dropped off a resume. I just wanted to check in. I'm really interested in this position. Just wanted to see if I can get an interview. And that was usually enough to get you an interview with a person. It's not like that anymore. We don't live in that world anymore. Let me tell you about my experience. I know I'm trying to start a business. I'm here. I'm trying to get this boutique off the ground, but like it's not raking in the money. I still have to work. And I took my son on my first cruise, our first cruise in August, and travel is my other passion. I'm trying to actually get into the travel business, travel agency. I got a travel agency course that I took, and I'm supposed to be like doing that, but another video. So I was like, that would be perfect for me right now. Carnival, I just got a hair across my ass. I went on the Carnival website. They were hiring for positions, work from home, that I qualify for because I have lots of customer service experience. And this was the process. 6 weeks it took from the first day that I applied to finally getting denied for all 3 positions that I applied for. Never once did I speak to a person. Never once did I get an email from a person. It was all recorded interviews and very impersonable. They took 6 weeks to deny me for these positions. That's 6 weeks of my life gone. You know what I mean? And that was like, you tend to kind of like maybe, for me, I wasn't looking for anything else at the time, but still, what if I was looking for 3 other jobs and 3 other jobs did that to me? Like, it's just ridiculous. So we don't live in the world where you can take a stack of resumes. She's going to be met with the responses that she gets, or we don't take resumes, apply online. Yeah, that's fun. And then it just goes into the damn, system, and lucky if you hear from anybody. So that's the world we live in now.
Oh boy, here we go. We've got ourselves a single mum trying to juggle a day job, build a business, and raise a kid, all while thinking she can just sail away on a cruise vacation and everything will magically fall into place. Laughs, I mean, no wonder her business is flopping harder than a fish out of water. But hey, she's probably in the girl boss sector, right? Gotta keep up those appearances, baby. Can't let anyone know the hustle isn't exactly paying the bills. You know what's coming next. The pics and videos from her little cruise are going to flood her social media, and you just know she's going to be capping about how successful she is. Because, of course, travel is her passion. Yeah, because she's the first 304 to ever enjoy traveling, right? Newsflash, sweetie, liking travel doesn't make you special, it just means you've got Wi-Fi and an Instagram account like the rest of us. But hold up, the irony is just too juicy to ignore. She's here whining about a company wasting her time for 6 whole months just to reject her for every job she applied to. Oh, the betrayal. Like women haven't been wasting men's time for years, stringing them along, only to drop them like hot potatoes the second their cheating ex slides back into their DMs. Or when they find a dude who'll upgrade them from that 2-star relationship to a 5-star all-inclusive boyfriend experience. Karma's a BT, Erling. But I can't help but chuckle at the irony. Here she is, all strong and independent, fighting tooth and nail for a spot in the workforce. And she's finding out the hard way that life's a battlefield. US men, yeah, the same ones you love to say are holding you back, we tried to tell you. You'd probably be a whole lot happier as a homemaker, enjoying a cozy life with a man who's actually got your back. But no, you wanted to compete in the rat race. Well, welcome to the jungle, sweetheart. And now she's out here complaining about how tough it is. This is the world you 304s created. Congratulations, you've doubled the workforce, and guess what? Employers are loving it. They've got so many desperate candidates to choose from that they don't even need to waste time on interviews anymore. They'll just throw you into an AI interview, or better yet, make you take an online test, and voila. You're competing for minimum wage jobs with degree holders. Good job, feminists. You've played yourselves. But hey, at least you've got those Instagram likes, right? That's got to count for something, right?
The job market is so brutal, and these recruiters, man, they're not making it any less hard. I just had a recruiter ask me about my experience, and I said I don't have any. And she was like, "You've been graduated from college for how long?" Like, yeah, I've been out for 2 years and I can't get a job where I want to because I don't have any experience, because no one will hire me without experience, even though you're all saying it's fucking entry level and not a livable wage. And I just want someone to give me a chance, and for recruiters to not be so rude about it. Come on, man. What am I supposed to do? I can't get experience if no one will give me a chance without experience. Like, we all know this. You don't have to be rude about it.
Ah, internships, those magical opportunities where you can actually gain experience, make connections, and, set yourself up for a real career. But no, our girl here is too entitled and short-sighted for that. Why bother with internships when you can just wait around for your dream job to land in your lap, right? It's like she's allergic to effort. And then she wonders why she's stuck spinning her wheels. I mean, seriously, what's the better option here, sitting on the sidelines, unemployed and bitter, or rolling up your sleeves, getting some on-the-job training and actually learning something? The entitlement is off the charts with this one, folks. And honestly, I don't blame a single company for giving her the runaround. You spend your college years hopping from one frat party to the next, instead of, I don't know, taking your future seriously, and then you're shocked. I tell you that the job market isn't rolling out the red carpet for you. College should be a stepping stone to a career, not some 4-year vacation from reality. But here we are, with modern women justifying their mountain of debt by calling it an experience. Oh, but college was such an experience, yeah, an experience in how to blow through cash and time with nothing to show for it but a fancy piece of paper and a hangover. And let's not forget the cherry on top, the feminists who convinced women that life would be so much better with a career. Guess what, ladies? You've successfully doubled the workforce, and look where that's gotten us. Employers are now spoiled for choice, and you're just another face in a sea of desperate job seekers. Congrats on ruining the job market. You really nailed it this time. So while she's out here, still trying to figure out why no one's taking her seriously, the rest of us are just sitting back, sipping our tea, and watching the fallout. Keep playing that game, girl. Let us know how it works out for you.